I'm Ben the Bane Davis. I'm here with IFN, and we just wrapped up the X Series 22 ceremonial weigh-ins. Listen, this fight week has been bananas. So many guys getting at each other's throats, a lot of bad blood. Carla Jade and Darren Harris. Now, that's a fight that's gone under the radar for many people, but Darren, 6-0 undefeated, has risen up through the regional, lower levels of influencer boxing. And Carla Jade, she needs to make a statement. The draw that she had with Melanie Shaw has left so many fans questioning whether or not the champion is really worthy of having that title around the waist. So we lay some beef to rest tomorrow night live on DAZN.
The first UFC-style fight on Misfits. How do you think that's going to go?
It's such a tricky one. It's such a tricky one because with Warren Spencer, there's a lot of question marks about his experience in MMA. I know he's fought a couple times in mixed martial arts, but like Dillon is a world-class grappler. That guy has competed at ADCC, IBJJF competitions and won successfully, right? So, I mean, it's an uphill battle for Warren Spencer, but he's come in on short notice and he's played spoiler before. He just did that in Qatar against Nick Lamau. So, who knows? I mean, maybe the kid can get that miracle, that lightning striking twice, but I think in all likelihood, Dillon Danis might get that hand raised.
It's going to be in a square instead of an octagon. How do you think that's going to change how the fighters...
It's fantastic because it reminds me of Pride, Strikeforce, the early days of MMA. And for Warren, I think that does provide an element of anti-grappling. You've got ropes. It's not the cage, right? So Warren can tie up and roll out and utilize the ring in ways that he couldn't on the cage. So this does work in Warren Spencer's benefit. The question is, will it matter?
If this MMA fight goes well, do you believe the Misfits will carry this on? If so, who would you like to see fight in MMA?
Man, this ain't a one and done. This is not a one and done at all. Mams has been talking about getting into mixed martial arts since January of 2024. It's finally arrived. The one person that I want to see in Misfits MMA would be Tyron Woodley. I don't know what the Chosen One is doing, but he's ventured into crossover boxing before, and I think it's time we get him back to MMA.
Talk to us. Obviously, you've now on a reality TV show. How's that going?
Yeah, it was good. I just got eliminated in the most recent episode, so I came up short in a hall brawl against my guy Derek Chavez. Shout out to him. It was amazing. I loved the experience because it was challenging, like the name of the show would suggest. But after going through the motions and being in those deep waters, I think I could do so much better on a future season. I know all the answers to the questions I had, and I can better leverage them and utilize my skills in a future outing on the challenge.
Do you believe Mans would allow some fighters, such as yourself, to go on to Misfits? Obviously, we noticed Fred Beck used to do fighting as well, and there's been a lot of questions if Fred will ever get into the ring on Misfits. Is that something you guys are planning?
For Fred to fight, or?
Yeah. For Fred, for you, anyone?
I mean, after I fought on X Series 9, I figured, that's probably it for me in Misfits boxing as a competitor. But I've been training with BJ Flores for the last 3 months, and I've sharpened up every skill, and all my weaknesses are, turning into strengths. So if the opportunity arises, I would love to come back and compete, because nobody can dance with me verbally on the microphone. That's understood. And I think now I have the ability to, do it in the ring as well.
If you've seen Fred Beck in the ring, who would you want to see fight?
Why do you want Fred to fight so fucking bad?
You always want Fred to fight.
Yeah,
the experience.
He does, and look, Fred's clean with it. He's got some crisp hands, like you mentioned, the amateur background, and Fred's such a good guy. It would be cool to watch him experience an opportunity of that magnitude. And I mean, how awesome would it be if Fred gets a big knockout, right? Fox the G, look at Fox's career. Fred can maybe do something similar, and then maybe we get Fred Beck and Fox the G down the line. No, I'm joking, but Fred, I'd love to see it.